welcome back. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you will, help build the channel. We are getting the numbers going up nicely now. I've got to this stage. I've got so many of the ribs in. There's still a long way to go with all these. I'm up to number 21. So 21 is in. Just got to go up to number 55. So I'm not going to bore you with all those. As I said before, I'll show you how to do one of them, or how I've done one of them, following this little intro. What I wanted to do was, I got a bit of a surprise the other day when I was talking to some friends about the Bluenose, and I was surprised. This was down the yacht club, and I was actually surprised how many people had never heard of it. I thought the Bluenose was quite a famous ship. Well, it is, but I thought it was more well known than apparently it is. So I thought I'd do this little bit showing you what I've done so far, and then I'll show you a little bit and give a little bit of history about the Bluenose itself, and possibly Bluenose 2. There was Bluenose 2, which was a replica built in 1963, I think it was. But I'll check those facts and I'll put it on later on in this video, and some pictures of the actual Bluenose. So here we go. Flying on. So now we've got all the frames removed, all assembled and all removed again, and I've started putting them back in. So it's filing them to shape and gluing them in to the jig and onto the keel. So I'm not going to bore you showing you every one of those. I'll just go through this one that I've got here and try and show you how you do it. It's a bit noisy, so mask on, I'll be quiet. Masks are good, but you probably can't hear me properly, and I can't breathe. But anyway, here we go. It's just to the charred line on here into the back edge. It's surprising, that scored line, how deep it is. See, it's starting to show now how deep it's gone in. And just a little bit off the outside. There we go. So that's shaped. And we just sand off these front and back edges, transfer the lines for the blanket on the inside, just transfer inside there. Take this mask off and then fit it in. I just clean this centre out as well a little bit. One thing to remember when using one of these is that, as I said before, you've got to keep it moving, otherwise you end up with a groove somewhere. But also, the wood can get quite hot, and if it does, your PVA glue will melt and the whole thing will fall to pieces. So you must keep it moving. This one's about ready for replacing, actually. We'll just transfer those lines. It's for the inside boards, I forgot what they're called. There we are. So this finishing off is like a 120, but the sanding wheels are pretty much like an 80. So they're alright for doing this, because this will all get finished on the outside. This will all be finished off later. All this will all be sanded with probably 80 to start with, once everything's solid, to get it, to fair it to the right shape. I mean, it is now, but to get it exactly the right shape. And then I'll do it with a 120 before it's varnished, because one side of this, don't forget, is planked and the other side is left open, left showing. The other thing I do with these is just trim the little bit off the end here, just a little bit of filing, just so it fits in the jig easier. Just that little bit. I've just started using the glue out of the bottle as well, because using a brush I was throwing more away than I was using. Bit on there, bit on there. A little bit on there. 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 And there. No waste. And then you can see there. Make sure we get the right way around. And just ease it in. Ease these forward. There's a bit of play in them, so you can move them in. Make sure that's right up, and they should pop in. Just like that. And that's it. So I'll not bore you with putting all the rest in. I'll get many of these as I can get in before the next, before I finish this video, and then we might just do a bit on the stern here, which is different. These are not fitted; they're only just temporarily pushed in. So we'll try and do all that. That's all got to be finished shaped as well on here. That one's glued. That's what's supporting the keel. And that's all solid, that now. So it's coming on. I'll plod on with these and I'll see you in a bit. So this is how the model should look when it's finished, I hope. and this is the actual Bluenose. She was built in 1921 in Lunenburg in Nova Scotia, Canada, and was basically initially designed as a fishing vessel, but later went on as a celebrated racing ship, winning the America's Cup and remained unbeaten. She was wrecked in 1946, unfortunately, nicknamed Queen of the North Atlantic. The replica Bluenose 2 was built in 1963, and you can still visit that. It's in Lunenburg in Nova Scotia. You can visit that, as I say. The name Bluenose, that was a nickname given to the early Nova Scotians, I presume because of the cold weather. But that's where the name came from. There's more to read about this. I'll put a link below the video where you can find out more about it if you want. There is quite a lot of information, and there's a couple of pictures here of Bluenose 2. Short video this week. There was a previous one this week, so I've done 2. So I will see you next week.